Hello and welcome, students, for Reading and Writing Seminar. I'm Professor Carlos Diaz, and this is just a summary of the first session we had last Monday. Remember, all our sessions will be taking place on Mondays. It's according to Venezuelan time, it will be at 2 p.m., from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. So, as I said, this is just a summary of the class we had. It's a 2-hour session. I'm trying to summarize everything we had that day. First objective of this lesson is let's talk about cause and effect sentences and paragraphs. To express cause and effect, we can use conjunctions, transitions, and prepositions. These are some examples of the phrases we can use. During the class, I worked with the following examples. Let's start with conjunctions. The most important conjunctions are because, as, since, and so. Because, as, and since introduce a cause. So introduces an effect. They are often used like this. We are always combining two sentences, okay? So you have the first sentence, use the conjunction, and then the second sentence. So let's take a look at the examples. I stayed at home because it was raining. As you see, in this case, the conjunctions in the middle, combining both sentences. Or we can do this too. It was raining, so I stayed home. It's important to use punctuation before we use the word so. Use a comma before so. You can also reverse the order of the sentences with because, as, and since. For example, because it was raining, I stayed at home. Important thing to see here is a comma between the first and the second sentence. Okay? Remember to use the comma. It will be an error, a mistake in this case, if you do not use this comma here. Yes, we can reverse the sentence using because, but you cannot do the same using so. You cannot say, so it was raining, I stayed at home. You cannot do that. This can be done with the use of because. You could use since here. Since it was raining, I stayed at home, but you cannot use so in this example. The most important transitions are therefore, consequently, and as a result. All of these introduce an effect. They are used to join two complete sentences or independent clauses. For example, we have the first sentence, transition, and the second sentence. Remember the usage of a correct punctuation before the transition. For example, it was raining, therefore I stayed home. Or in this case, with a period, it was raining, consequently, I stayed at home. Here, we have to use a comma as well. Be careful with that, please. The most important prepositions are due to and because of. Both of these introduce a cause in the form of a noun phrase. So we have the sentence, we use due to, and then a noun phrase. Or we reverse the order. We start with because of, then we have the noun phrase. We use a comma to separate it from the sentence. Okay? For example, I stayed at home due to the rain. You see, no commas in this case. But if we use because of, we are reversing the order, so we must use a comma. Because of the rain, I stayed at home. Remember to use the comma. So let's practice now. Complete the following sentences according to what we've just discussed. We received 7 inches of rain in 4 hours. He never brushes his teeth. Shirley has smoked cigarettes daily for 20 years. The streets were snow-packed and icy. He broke his arm. Please pause the video and try to complete the sentences with your own ideas. Once you've completed the exercises, resume the video. These are some examples that I have designed for you. We received 7 inches of rain in 4 hours, so the streets were absolutely flooded. He never brushes his teeth, therefore he's starting to have cavities. Since Shirley has smoked cigarettes daily for 20 years, she's got cancer now. You see? I'm reversing the order using since in this case. The streets were snow-packed and icy. Consequently, the game was cancelled. He broke his arm due to his awful warming routines. No commas in this case. As long as you kept following the rules I explained before, it really doesn't matter the words you use, as long, of course, as it's coherent. So, see you all next week. We'll keep on practicing with the cause and effect. I already sent some exercises to the WhatsApp group. I will be resending them since I've been adding some new students to the group. And remember to please practice so that next class everything becomes easier for you all, okay? So please tell every single person who cannot enter the session to take a look at this video. See you next week. Bye-bye.